Hi, I'm Pauline with Tragedy and Beauty. Today I'm going to be discussing orbs. I know I've talked a lot about spirits and things like that before, but the point of the tragedy is that the orbs are spirits of your family and loved ones that actually come to visit at your time of need. They are there watching over you. And I go through this quite a bit because people don't seem to know the difference between a haunting spirit and a family spirit. I have never really came in contact with anything I call really haunted. Um, like we do have those little ones that play pranks on us all the time in the hospital, and we do see their shadows all the time. And those are the ones that usually are not aware that they've moved on. So they're kind of stuck in that realm until one of their families take them home. But there is also your families. If you've lost a loved one, you can guarantee that the loved one will be by you. They will be very close and just a name away. You can call on them to help you at any point, at any time. Um, I'm going to show you a little picture here that I have. And what you'll see is, see if I get a good view. There we go. If you notice, there's actually three rounds. One up here, there, and again down here. These big white orbs are actually, I believe, they were the grandparents of this couple. And they weren't missing this wedding because they were around it most of the evening. When you go to get a shot like this, especially if you want to see if there is any orbs or spirits in the room, I personally still find that I can see them better in the beginning of dusk. The orbs show up beautifully. And if you're using just a camera, you can shoot it anywhere that you want to, anywhere you think that they might be. And like I said, this couple, they were very close to that couple. They, as you can see, they're just hovering around them, and which is what they did all evening. Now, there were smaller ones that were in the room as well, hovering around. I can't seem to find those ones right now, but what I think they are is actually the spirits of more distant relatives and younger usually. But they could be either from the past, way back, could be a great great grandfather, could be a great great grandmother, or it could be a best friend that you had in childhood who is recognizing you. This will be on this FaceTime one. I'll post it there as well so you can check it out. But it's a neat, unique in the way that they are there and they do come when you need them. So if you're feeling not quite right or you're scared, you're timid, but they also come at happy times, which is the beauty of it. If you're having, for example, you just got a new puppy, you're really excited, they're going to be there too. They want to see your puppy. They want to see how happy you are with your puppy. If you're getting engaged, they want to see that, they want to be part of that. In life, they can't, but in spirit, they can. And again, you can probably take pictures of this at dusk is probably the best time. I've never had any problems with most of the places I've been that I've drawn them. I can find small orbs almost anywhere. These are the largest, by the way, that I've ever seen at a family gathering. So I was pretty excited to get this one. I had gone to a haunted, what they call a haunted restaurant in a state, and we had supper there. And then actually we went through the haunted building in the basement and everything, where back then it was alcohol problems that they were having at that time, and a lot of people were doing gold as well, digging gold. And so there was a lot of gunfights there in this little city. And when we went through the basement, you could see lots of orbs of people who had passed away and were still trapped to this day. They also rented haunted rooms. Again, I don't like calling them haunted rooms because it's not a real haunting. it is the spirits don't know who you are. You weren't there when they were there or when they got shot. So they have no idea of knowing who you are. But very rapidly, they can tell if you're nice or you want to do harm. And the most thing, I usually just try to, if you do see the shadows, don't be afraid, but do recognize that they're there and just go, oh, hello, and go about your business. I usually don't ask spirits or orbs to do tricks, do this, do that. I'm Back in that day, I don't think they did much of that except at carnivals. So I don't recommend those things. Allow them to do what they want. Now, sometimes you will feel something on your arm, for example, or on your back, or on your head. Usually, they never do anything but to reach out and feel that you're real. And how they put that into perspective, I personally have no idea. I don't think anybody else does either. But if anything does happen and you're afraid or you're out somewhere and you're scared, call on your spirits. Call on your spirit guides. They've been with you since birth. And you will find that usually it begins if you just open up, and that's a big thing. You have to open up and let them in. They will comfort you, and you will notice right away that you feel a little more comfortable being in a situation that you chose or found yourself in, not chose to be. It's usually a surprise for you. So they will protect you that way. I've worked with them now for years, and I try to tell everybody the same thing, that they don't need to be afraid. They just need to reach out and help. So I hope you like that picture, and please like my channel and subscribe for more. And if you have any questions or any thoughts, please let me know and I'd be glad to answer any questions. Okay, have a great day.